Islamic State of West Africa, ISWAP, fighting for? Ask yourself, what else is the Fulani bandit and terrorist fighting for? They are all fighting for Islamic State. If they can be recognized as the Islamic State, what then is the need for them to continue to carry arms in Nigeria? The reason is because they have not conquered the Biafra people. And today, this was being covered officially by the United Kingdom for decades. They have planned the Islamization for a very long time. And now you see Islamic State. And I want to ask you, what is ISIS? What is the full meaning of ISIS? The full meaning of ISIS is the Islamic State. And here they are saying that the foreign secretary commits to working closely with Islamic State on Israel-Gaza crisis at the Lancaster House meeting. I want you to now pay attention to those who made up this particular Islamic State. Now, the foreign secretary hosted foreign ministers from Arab and Islamic countries at Lancaster House, and they discussed about the crisis in Israel and Gaza. Discussion with the Arab Islamic Ministerial Committee focused on how to secure the release of all hostages, increase the amount of the aid into Gaza, and reach a long-term political solution to the crisis. Visit followed the agreement reached overnight between Israel and Hamas on coordinated hostage release and a pause in the fighting. Following the agreement reached between Israel and Hamas for coordinated hostage releases and 4-day pause in the fighting, the foreign secretary emphasized on the importance of allowing humanitarian organizations to bring in more fuel so they can carry out life-saving work unimpeded, including powering hospital, desalination plant, which supply 80% of Gaza's water. Foreign Secretary discussed with the leaders at the meeting how to reinvigorate diplomatic effort towards a viable two-state solution, which provides security for both Israel and Palestine, and restate the UK condemnation on the rise in settlers' violence in the West Bank. He went further to say he committed to continue UK support to prevent wider regional escalation, including in Lebanon and Yemen. Then he went further to say, today I have chaired a meeting of the leaders of Arab countries and other Islamic states on the situation in Israel and Gaza. The agreement reached last night is an important opportunity to get the hostages out. We discussed how to use the step forward to think about the future and how we can build a peaceful, which provide security for Israel, but also peace and stability for Palestinian people. I want everyone to now pay attention to those who have formed the Islamic State, the nation. The foreign ministers from Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Egypt, Palestine Authority, Turkey, Indonesia, and Nigeria, as well as the Secretary General of the League of Arab States and ambassadors of Qatar, attended the event. I want you to understand how this group was formed. The group was formed as a peace committee at the Joint Arab Islamic Extraordinary Committee, Extraordinary Summit, which means Nigeria was represented and participated at this particular extraordinary summit in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, on the 11th of November. While all these things were going on, the Christians in Nigeria are foolishly shouting Jesus, shouting Lord, and people are systematically being killed, annihilated in quest to overrun the Biafra people. My fellow Biafran, When Nigeria was amalgamated, we need to ask the United Kingdom and David Macron or Cameron, whatever the name is. Were there an agreement that after a certain period of time, Nigeria will officially become an Islamic state? Were there a clause in the amalgamation agreement that in 2023, Nigeria will become Islamic state? And the Biafra people accepted it? And other indigenous nationalities in Nigeria accepted it? The answer is no. The same way the 1999 Constitution was brought and forced on indigenous people, including the Biafra people, is the same way they have systematically forced everyone to accept Islamic State status in this particular 2023. And no Christian, no pastor, no GO, no OG, no men of God, no all this their nonsense GUO or whatever, talking and condemning the United Kingdom for systematically supporting the Islamization of Biafra people and every other indigenous person in Nigeria. We understand they have used terrorism, they have used force against everyone. So nobody has the guts to speak up. But hey, those of you who are in position to speak up, why are you not speaking up? My fellow Biafrans, as a result of what is coming out from the United Kingdom and how Nigeria has manipulated its way because of the ignorance of those who have been overrun, who have been, conquered, and they can no longer talk, especially the money mongers within the Biafra land, the Biafra government in exile, and the Biafra de facto government, otherwise known as the Biafra government, particularly are deeply concerned with this particular development, with this systematic Islamization as being sponsored by the United Kingdom and Abuja. In different parts of Biafra land, Nigeria terrorist soldiers had looted and burned homes, tortured, raped, and murdered innocent civilians of Biafra people in quest to force them and create fear into them so that nobody could rise up and speak against what is going on. Everyone watched those videos on social media, including myself. Today, we have liberated many provinces, many states within the Biafra territory that the terrorist military can no longer just go freely and burn the way they used to burn. We have also succeeded in creating a very heavy awareness that it is no longer hidden. I want to inform you today, the barbarity of the attack in Imo State, in Enugu, in Ebonyi, in Anambra, in Obi-Igbo rivers, and every other part of Biafra land was palpable. The sight of mass grave from the time of 1999 to date across Biafra land, and the body littered in forest, like just what was discovered in Abia State, in Lokpanta, in the forest. The body lined up on the ground. Those kind of things etched forever in our memory. And so are the people behind the horrific stories. They continue to live in our memory. The Nigeria terrorist army has committed more than genocide in our land, all in the name of forcing us to accept Islamic State. The young men with their hands tied behind their back, shot and killed by those who address themselves as security agents. We saw in Abia State where Biafrans were praying in a field. Over 150 was murdered in cold blood. We saw in Imo State those grandfathers who were shot in the neck while drinking palm wine in their residence in the morning, very early morning, in the old Imo State. Not even our women and children were spared. Just last week, they killed many in Ihala. We saw it. Everybody shared the video. I want to inform the world this evening and my fellow Biafrans that since 2021, it is very clear what happened in many parts of Biafra state was not just a random episode. Those executions in cold blood were part of the bigger plan to silence every Biafran for Islamization, as can be confirmed by the United Kingdom today. And Abuja, it is very cruel, cynical, calculated. The UK and Abuja want to eliminate and annihilate Biafrans and also eliminate our statehood, eliminate our freedom, and eliminate our culture and values. This will and must be resisted with everything in us. They want to eliminate our national identity. They want to eliminate our sense of being. They want to eliminate our history. And above all, they want to eliminate our hope in the future. These are war crimes. And nobody is talking about it. We are not even expecting anybody to talk about it. We are going to force them to talk about it in due time. But I want to make it very clear, as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic of Exile this evening, that this amount to war crimes. These are crimes against humanity. In Imo, in Aba, in Enugu, in Ebonyi, and Obi-Igbo massacre have been replicated in the Biafra land and across other ethnic nationalities in their land occupied by the Nigeria-sponsored Islamists and terrorists in uniform and other forces. It is time for everyone to wake up. Another target in Biafra land on the Islamization agenda in Biafra, they plan against our children and young men. The Biafra government has estimated over 45,000 have been killed. 10,000 are missing. 11,000 people, Biafra young men and women, are illegally held in custody, including Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who they kidnapped from Kenya, and over 3 million have been displaced from their homes by the United Kingdom-backed Islamization of Nigeria. Today, my fellow Biafra, we the Biafra people, through the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, announce to the world the firm resolve of Biafra that the unprovoked military aggression, the Nigeria terrorist military aggression by Islamic State-led Nigeria in Biafra land shall be ruthlessly resisted with all the means available to the people of Biafra. I have been able to show on the screen that Nigeria has been officially addressed as Islamic State by the United Kingdom recognized by the Foreign Secretary David Macron or Cameron. And today, we wish to inform international community of the determination by the Biafra people to resist most determinedly and to make futile all the violence by the Islamic State and the proxy Islamic Northern Army, the terrorist Nigeria Army. David Cameron announced of Nigeria as an Islamic State is an attempt to deprive our children their childhood and their roots. It must be resisted. This is yet another blatant attempt at erasing Biafrans and other indigenous nationality identity in Nigeria. It is undeniable and it is unforgivable. It is also punishable that everything is coming from the back door. They wrote a constitution that was never a constitution, and they say, we, the people of Nigeria. Nobody voted for the constitution. No National Assembly agreed to the constitution, and it was said, we. And they force it on you. Today, they have come to say Nigeria is an Islamic state, and you have pastors who all they do is to scam the people of Biafra. We are going to impose a very heavy sanction on the church, especially those that are having services in Biafra territory, because you have failed to uphold your values as people of God. So the Biafra government is putting you on notice from today. We are coming for the church, for the Christian who have failed woefully. We will make you to stand on your toe going forward, because you have failed the church, you have failed the Christendom, you have failed in every ramification, that you are being addressed as an Islamic state and you dare not to talk, and you expect the Biafra government to look or overlook you when you are in a better position to educate your congregation of what is going on in Nigeria. You refuse. You can enjoy your whatever Islamic agenda in other parts of Nigeria, but going forward, we are coming with a very stringent measures against you in Biafra land. Biafra land will no longer be conducive for those who are hiding under Christian and supporting the Islamization and the killing going on in Biafra land, because your voice would go a very long way in bringing the awareness of our freedom to show that we are not accepting Islamic State. But that you have refused to do. All the big pastors, fathers, and whatever, Biafra government is taking charge very, very soon. Like I said, the first time in history, the United Kingdom is openly acknowledging that the false amalgamation was really false. Every attempt by the United Kingdom and Nigeria to force Biafra into Islamic State will be resisted, and the resistance is part of the ongoing self-defense that have gradually transited into an offensive resistance in Biafra land, as they are confessing today. It is going to even get worse. And we will continue to spearhead the effort to make sure that Nigeria and UK can be held accountable for the crime of aggression against Biafra people and against other indigenous nationalities in Nigeria who wish to bring their case forward. To that end, We will continue to defend Biafra land and Biafra people with arms, sophisticated arms, that will lead to the declaration of Biafra as an independent state. We can never ever accept the United Kingdom position by addressing Nigeria as an Islamic state. On the Amazonia and Biafra Helsinki Declaration, the state of Nigeria, despite International Convention on Protection of Refugees and the Abuja 5-court ruling barring the Nigeria Islamic State from threatening Amazonians as part of Cameroon, Nigeria state officials continue to allow themselves to be induced by Cameroon, their counterpart and their accomplice, and France into committing international crime against harmless citizens of Amazonia who clamor for their right amidst a backdrop of French neo-colonial pact, which make Cameroon a French province. Nigeria continue to promote the abuse of its own court and refuse to implement the ruling of its own court in favor of the Amazonian citizens, the same way they are doing to Biafrans and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Biafra government in exile today wish to warn Nigeria and Cameroon on their nonsense boundary commission aimed at redrawing the map of Cameroon and Nigeria in order to illegally give Cameroon a maritime boundary with Nigeria. That particular attempt is null and void, and an international criminal exercise for that matter, which is bound to fail, even though the United Nations is backing it, without paying attention to the ongoing conflict in those areas and in those regions, because the United Nations is littered with Islamic agenda. The Fulanis from Nigeria has occupied many positions at the UN, and that's why we can never look up to them. Fellow Biafrans and Amazonians, for the pact and the bilateral agreement we have signed in Helsinki, the Helsinki Declaration, for now, I'll assure you, the only map Cameroon has at the AU and the United Nations is the map she got as per quasi-independence in 1960. And that particular map does not have Southern Cameroon nor Bakassi in it. Nigeria and Nigerians, those who call themselves Nigerians, should ask what instrument or of domestic international law are they using to perpetuate this illegality. The Biafra Navy has been battling with Cameroon for weeks now in Bakassi, in our own territory, because of the illegality of Nigeria and Cameroon. We are very, very disappointed in those Christians in Biafra land, because all this is aimed and targeted at making sure that you don't resist the Islamization agenda that is being forced on you. Like I have said earlier, the Biafra government is considering sanctioning all the churches for deliberately supporting the Islamization of Nigeria, and they choose money over their value system. This is something that everybody must condemn. Their lackadaisical attitude and nonchalant attitude for not even condoning or responding to United Kingdom David Cameron, for acknowledging Nigeria as an Islamic state without any remorse. The Biafra government hereby wish to announce the following civil demonstration and civil disobedience in protest against Nigeria involvement in the ongoing war in Israel as an Islamic state. It was boldly written on the gov.uk that Islamic State, and Nigeria is one of them officially. We are not part of the Islamic State. We can never support anything that goes against the interests of Israel. The Nigeria involvement is not in line with the Biafra people, and we are not part of it. You cannot be imposing your religion, your ideology on us, and then you go and start fighting Israel and supporting the against interests of Israel in the name of Nigeria, when we are still struggling to leave Nigeria and exit Nigeria. That is completely unacceptable. And this night we are making it very clear that Nigeria cannot speak for the Biafra people for forcefully trying to Islamize us. We are going to embark on a civil disobedience to make sure that those enablers within Biafra land, from the senators to the governors to the local government chairman to the House of Assembly to everybody, the state, the Nigeria state that represent Nigeria state in Biafra land, will feel the impact of the resistance of the Biafra people. Christmas is coming. December is coming. You cannot enjoy Christmas while you are living in an Islamic state country. And so, listen to the following announcement. Since the church and Christians in Biafra land have refused to speak up in one voice against the systematic conquest of our own people, listen to what is going to happen next month, December. For forcefully trying to Islamize us, the Biafra government is announcing a complete 4 days lockdown before the Christmas. And this is going to sound as a warning for what is to come. I want to encourage the entire Biafra people, especially the business people, to understand that these particular measures we are putting in place, it is not targeted at punishing you. No, but it is targeted at making sacrifice and speaking to the people and the power that be. It is also targeted at demonstrating that we are ready to sacrifice anything for our freedom. So from the 15th of December, Biafra land will be locked down on curfew. Not just sit at home. It is going to be curfew. This particular curfew is to demonstrate our displeasure, our anger, that today we are being addressed as an Islamic state by the UK Foreign Secretary without our consent. You forced us into Nigeria and we are still fighting to go away, and the next thing is you addressing Nigeria as an Islamic state. Yet, nobody is talking. And I want everybody to understand that registering as a member of Islamic organization does not give you the status of an Islamic state. So we ask and demand clarification. Where did the United Kingdom got the impression that Nigeria has become an Islamic state? Because registering to become a member of Islamic organization does not automatically make you an Islamic state. So where did Islamic state status? When did Nigeria become an Islamic state? And how did that status come to be in the United Kingdom government document and website? We demand clarification by embarking on this particular December period lockdown I want everybody to understand that this is a freedom fighting. You are ready to give it all. We are going to shake Nigeria, shake those who represent them in Biafra land, both armed, both civil, diplomatically and politically. On the 15th of December, Biafra will lock down. On the 16th of December, Biafra will lock down. On the 17th of December, Biafra will lock down. On the 18th of December, Biafra will lock down. On the 19th of December, Biafra will lock down. That will be the last day of the lockdown. And when they ask you, why are you locking down Biafra land during Christmas time? Tell them, the United Kingdom has come to address Nigeria as an Islamic state. And you are Christians, you did not approve that. How come you are being recognized as a Nigerian and you are being recognized as an Islamic state? This is unacceptable, and this particular awareness, I encourage every other ethnic nationality in Nigeria who have come to understand what I'm talking about to join on this particular December lockdown. We are not going to force you because you are not part of us. But those in Biafra land, Biafra government will lock everywhere. I want to inform the world that the Biafra government is very active and in control of the entire Biafra territory. We have the Biafra de facto government. We have the Biafra government in exile. In the next few minutes, in this particular broadcast, I'm going to break a news of how far the Biafra de facto government has gone. Fellow Biafran, remember, this is not targeted at punishing any Biafran, but it is targeted at making sure that your voice and your anger and your grievances, whatever you have, is heard, followed by the action that the Biafra Liberation Army will embark on going forward against the invaders, against the killers of our people. We are doing this to register our anger. You can't be celebrating Christmas in an Islamic state. We need to first of all fight to exit and liberate ourselves from Islamic state, and then later on we are going to enjoy Christmas. Our children and our unborn generation will enjoy Christmas in Biafra land. This latest development requires a radical approach so that it will go down on record. We want to know when Nigeria becomes Islamic nation. Like I said, being a member or registering as a member of Islamic organization does not give you a Islamic state status. I want to use this opportunity to thank the Biafra Republic government in exile, cabinet members, ministers in the United States. I want to wish them happy Thanksgiving. My Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozo Rabeze, my Minister of Finance, Ogechukwu Nkere, Foreign Affairs Minister, Jane Ikezi, the Urban Development Minister, Anene, and many of you who reside in the state that I may not mention all your names, but you know yourselves. If I did not mention your name, you are highly appreciated. I want to use this opportunity on a very special first ever State of the Union address to wish you happy. On this note, I want to also use this opportunity to announce to the Biafra people a new committee for the Biafra head office in the United States. The following persons has been appointed to the Baltimore office committee. Minister Ogechukwu Nkere will be the chairman of the Baltimore office committee. Admin Josh Anunako, he is the current Maryland coordinator, is a committee member. Ebele William is going to be a committee member. Angela Dike is also going to be a committee member. These 4 men and women committee will be responsible to making sure that our office, our head office in Baltimore, is up and running. I want to also inform the Biafra people that the official name of Biafra is from this day the United States of Biafra, comprising of 40 states as it stands today. And I want to thank those who have come to give their voice to the de facto government and followed without anybody dragging them. I am going to call the state of Biafra for the Biafra people to see and hear. Before we have 32 states, and because we do not want to do the mistake of our past leaders, where you impose anything on anybody. Since we are practicing a confederation, it is very best way to allow people to solve their problem by themselves. And so the Biafra de facto government have started allowing the Biafra people to solve their problem by themselves. So today we have 40 states, from 32 to 40 states. And we are going to listen to the new state of Biafra. And it is the United States of Biafra officially. We have the Abia State, Aba State. Aba State capital is in Aba. We have the Abojogu Ezeani State. The capital is Oji River. We have the Alanso State. The capital is in Nsukka. We have the Anioma New State. Capital is Asaba. We have the Asari Igbani State. The capital is Akoko Toro Boni. We have the Bon Branham State. The capital is in Wabise. We have the Calabar State. The capital is in Calabar. We have the Delta State. The capital is in Ueli. We have Ebonyi State. The capital is in Abakaliki. We have Eda State. The capital is in Ekoli. We have Enugu State. The capital is in Enugu. We have Epie, Oguan State. The capital is in Yenegua. We have the Indong, Ibom State. The capital is in Uyo. We have the Iwuroha State. The capital is in Iguacha. We have the Onambara State. The capital is in Onitsha. We have the Ekom State. The capital is in Ogubura. We have the Ikumisa State. Capital is in Umuahia. We have the Itai Anang State. Capital is in Ikotekpene. We have the Koko State. The capital is in Sapele. We have the Orumba State. The capital is in Oga. We have the Ogbo, which is now Aludo State. We have the capital is in Opubasi Nunu. We have the Ogoja State. The capital is in Obudu. We have the Ohabwenyi State. The capital is in Ubolafo. We have the Ohaoku State. The capital is in Ezambo. We have the Okigwe State. The capital is in Okigwe. We have the Ikemba State. The capital is in Oka. We have the Orasi Ahuda State. The capital is in Omoku. We have the Olu State. The capital is in Olu. We have the Owerri State. The capital is in Owerri. We have the Kwa State. The capital is in Eket. We have the Shabama South Atlantic State. The capital is in Oporom, Alabama. We have the Awa Ebube, and Ebube remain the capital. We have the Izom Ama. Capital is in Izom. We have the Oro Ukpa Bank. The capital is in Oro. We have the Agbo State. The capital is in Agbo. We have the Lower Benue State. The capital is Ida. We have the Esan Igodomigodo state. The capital is in Esan. We have the Femei, the Afemai Igodomigodo state. The capital is in Afamai. We have the Eden Igodomigodo state. The capital is in Eden. We have the Ogbea state. The capital is in Kubo. Fellow Biafrans, today we have 40 United States of Biafra. I thank you as the executive of each state, from the state administrator down to the county level, are warming up, putting every structure in place. I want to assure you that Biafra land has been captured from A to Z. The Biafra territory is under the palm of the Biafra government. And after this, Nigeria will know that gone are the days you will use propaganda and divide and rule to destroy the future of Biafra. My fellow Biafrans, I thank you for listening to this particular broadcast this evening. And remember, this day, Biafra has the first ever State of the Union address by my humble self, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic of Exile, Mazi S1Mon Kpa. We continue to demand the release and unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also, in addition to the demand for the clarification of adding Nigeria as an Islamic state, the sit at home is also to continue to demand the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. From 15th to the 19th of December, Biafra land will be shut down. Not just lockdown, curfew. And every Biafran must adhere to this particular order. From here, from me, may God bless you. May God bless the Republic of Biafra, the Confederated State of Biafra, and may God bless the United States of Biafra. May God bless you. May God bless all the cabinet, and may God bless the entire Biafra land. Good night.
You must go and listen to S1Mon Kpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that S1Mon Kpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
All right, thank you all for watching. Please make sure you share the video. Please, my people, subscribe to backup channel Alexo Curtis. I just dropped the link under the comment section. Please, before you go, just subscribe. All right, do the needful, subscribe to us. In 2 minutes, and we are off.
Why do you believe in the Nigerian court? Why do you believe in the court of the oppressor? Why do you believe that the arsonist must become the firefighter? Why do Biafrans sit and hope on the court of their oppressor? It baffles me. You people should think of rescue Marvin Nambikanu. The people who committed genocide on you, the people who kidnapped him from Kenya and renditioned him, the people who a couple of years ago attacked his house and murdered too many people. You expecting justice from them? Or is it the kind of justice he had a few years behind and it was taken away back from him just last year? Biafrans, you people haven't started. Nigeria takes the lead of 70 million people and you sit back and hope on the institution created by the same oppressor? Sit up. I don't count on the courts.
All right, people, please. I don't put the link under the comment section. Just subscribe to us so we can go. Hope you can hear me. Let me see if I can hear myself. Say, who is calling me? Let me see. Hello, can you guys hear me, please? All right. Okay, well, good. Please subscribe to the channel before we go. In 1 minute, I just put under the comment section. There I do other activities there. If you just click under the comment section now, you go see the link. Just subscribe to us before you go. All right.
You'll not be scared. What do you intend on doing?
I'm not scared of death. I'm not scared of death. I don't know why I'm still alive.
Are you scared of
I
killing?
died long time ago.
Are you scared of killing?
I'm not scared of killing. A revolutionary is a walking killing machine. Not scared of death. If that need arise, I will kill. And I will do so with no hesitation, especially in defense of my people.
All right, thank you for coming. Please make sure you share the video and do not forget to subscribe to our backup channel. Let's switch to Curtis. We'll move from here. Subscribe before you go. Very, very important. We'll set it go.
It's your flight.
The sober judgment with Biafra, Umokoko, mad people everywhere. What you don't know is bigger than you. 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 Hey, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. He dey pay me, oh, gaga. He dey pay me, oh, gaga. This your G, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. Ah, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. Mama, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. In this your G, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. Sabotu has he dey pay me, oh, for you. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. When we talk about our freedom, we're not going to fess. When we talk about our freedom, we're going to fess. When we talk about our freedom, we're going to fess. Yeah, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. Mama, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. In this your G, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. Sabotu was he dey pay me, oh, gaga. Voice 247. Love you, we love you, everything me blood, brother man, you know. We go Chris. Gia Magaga, I got Rasta man of God. Love, yeah. Biafra, you know. Ikuku, bad guy, you know. Water master. Love you. I can't have a go home. I get down away from the all them enemies of Biafra. smiling when we talk about a freedom. Now go the face. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling when we talk about a freedom. Now go the face.